Alright, what's up everybody? My name's Danny, and as you can see by the title of this video, today I'm going to talk about how I made $523 in one day doing Uber Eats. Alright, so just to go over a quick background, I started doing Uber Eats back in December of 2020. I had a friend that was doing DoorDash, and he was telling me about how much he was making on the weekends, so I actually applied for DoorDash, and they shut me down, unfortunately. But I tried Uber Eats, and they accepted me, and the rest was history. I actually was only doing Uber Eats for like the past 2 months, once or twice a week, just on the weekends. But over the past 2 weeks, I wanted to see if I made Uber Eats a temporary full-time job, what could be the earning potential of doing Uber. Okay, so for those of you who don't do Uber Eats or don't deliver for Uber Eats, pretty much the way that it works is that once you get hired as a driver, you're gonna log into your app and Uber's gonna give you order requests that you could either accept or reject. On these order requests, Uber's gonna tell you the name of the restaurant that you're gonna pick up from, the location of the delivery, or the delivery location for the person that ordered the food, the miles, the estimated miles that it's going to take to complete the trip, as well as the estimated price that you're going to make, or the estimated amount of money that you're going to make for completing the trip. So now we're going to jump into the real reason why you clicked on this video. So how did I personally make $523 in one day doing Uber Eats? So I'll be completely honest with you, it does require a bit of luck, like for me making this amount of money. I've never made this much money before in one day, but it's not to say that you can't make a lot of money doing Uber Eats, which is why I'm still doing it. One thing, I do want to preface that I live in the Boston area, so it's filled with a lot of restaurants and a lot of good city life and young professionals. So it's definitely, Uber Eats is very popular and busy in the Boston area. I don't know how it varies from state to state, but that's just my experience in Boston. And also I want to say that I delivered on Friday when I made the $523, and I would say that Friday and Saturday are the best days for doing Uber Eats. But anyways, there are 5 main things that I look at though to maximize my earning potential when I'm driving for Uber Eats though. Number 1, the first thing that I look at when I receive an order offer is the order price estimate. The second thing that I look at is the estimated time to complete the order. And number 3, I look at the estimated travel miles. Number 4, I look at the location of order drop-off. And number 5, I look at Quest promotions. Okay, so just to expand a little bit more on number 1, so order price estimate. Right on the delivery app, when you receive an order request, Uber will tell you upfront how much money they're gonna give you if you complete a delivery for that particular request. So the way that I view this is that I try to make at least $25 per hour just based off of accepting or rejecting a request. So to give you an example, if I receive an order offer where they'll pay me $7 to complete, and it'll take about 15 minutes to complete the order, that would be $28 per hour. So that would meet this criteria. So this is very obvious and intuitive, but Uber will tell you the estimated time it'll take to complete an order. Number 3, estimated travel miles. So Uber will also tell you how many miles it'll take to complete an order for each delivery that you accept or reject. I also try to view this in a very strategic way as well. So my personal approach is I try to follow a 2-to-1 ratio. So the 2 would be earnings. So I want to earn $2 for every mile that I drive. And if I could do even better than this, that's even better to meet this criteria. But anything below the 2-to-1 ratio, I try to stay away from, just because it doesn't seem like the best return on my investment for that. And then number 4 is location of the order drop-off. So the nice thing with Uber Eats is they'll tell you the address as well as the city where you're gonna drop off the food. So you gotta keep this into account that there's some areas maybe that you live around that have a lot of restaurants and a lot of hot areas, whereas there's some more rural areas that don't have many restaurants around. So I try to stay in locations that have a lot of people as well as restaurants where I deliver to. Number 5 is Quest Promotions. So Quest Promotions are pretty much promotions that Uber offers in order for you to incentivize you to get on the app and start driving. While these are promotions, they do help you and they can pay you a lot of extra money for you if you complete these quests. And I do have 2 bonus tips for you guys. So the first bonus tip is stacked orders are prime. And for those of you who don't drive for Uber Eats, stacked orders are essentially what it sounds like. It's just more than one order. So they could come in 2 iterations. That's what I've seen so far. The first one being you could pick up 2 orders from the same restaurant and then deliver the separate orders to 2 different people. And then the other iteration is you pick up from one restaurant, and then right after you pick up from that restaurant, you're gonna pick up from a second restaurant, and then you're gonna deliver the 2 orders to 2 separate people. The reason why stacked orders are so good is because 9 times out of 10, your customer is gonna tip you. So if the stacked order meets the criteria that we went over above and looks really good overall, then stacked orders are just perfect for you to make some extra money because you're gonna get tipped twice in one delivery run. And then the second tip that I wanna go over are boost promotions. So a boost promotion essentially lets you earn more per trip by guaranteeing higher rates in specific times and places. I'm pretty sure that the more you drive and earn more driver points, Uber Eats will give you more favorable boost promotions. So just to bring everything together, when going over the tips that I just went over, you really need to take these all into account when you're driving. So if they all line up together, then that's the way to do it. And I also want to be completely honest that making $523 a day with Uber Eats isn't the most realistic thing in the world. It's probably unlikely, but you could still make a lot of money doing Uber Eats a day, upwards to $400 or $300 a day at least, in my personal experience. So yeah, if you found this video helpful at all, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section down below if you have any questions for me about driving for Uber Eats. I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. And if you want to sign up for Uber Eats, there is a referral link down below in the description. If you want to sign up through that link, it does help me out a little bit. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.